Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my first long form video with commentary. We're here at P1 Entertainment Complex at Homosh, my local track. I've been here many times before, but this is my first time recording it properly. For our first session, we are in kart number 9. I don't know much about this kart, but what I do know is that the tyres are cold and there are some relatively quick drivers on track. As I start my session, the first 2 laps are warm-up laps. As I warm up the tyres, I start to realise that this car is slightly understeery and pretty slow on the straights compared to other ones. We start off offline lap. This isn't a quick lap compared to other ones, but it's just kind of getting up to the temperature of the track and seeing what the gap is to the other drivers. I look around, this corner taken decently well. Now hug right, hug left, push out to the right, check the border. I am closing the gap to this guy in front. I know it's not important, but it's good to know for the future. Ooh, slightly skip. This is one of the better laps. I'm pretty sure I take this decently well. A snap of oversteer, but it's okay. Pretty aggressive on the steering now. That was pretty bad, and the clip the barrier there. Not happy with myself. That I am turning in a bit too early, as I think I let myself off here. Made sure everything's working. Now this lap I'm assuming is a bit better. Again, you can see I've closed about a second and a bit in a matter of a lap compared to this guy in front. I'm sure there will be a battle. I'll actually skip ahead. So I've skipped a lap ahead. I'm right on his bumper. I'm kind of giving him taps to make sure I'm there, to make sure he knows that I'm there. He is pretty slow on the straights considering that he's, lighter than me. I do my little human DRS, doesn't really work. But he covers off the inside. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or if that's his line. Either way, it's still fun. I give him a bit of a tap there. I'm not sure what I'm saying. I do this unnecessary look to the inside. I don't know. He clips the barriers, and as we see a lot more, he clips the barriers a lot. I think this is where I make the move. Yeah, I commit to the inside. I think he kind of hangs it off. I give him a bit of a tap and I just stop it on the apex. Clip the barrier on the left, and then I think I'm gone. Might look behind, or no, yeah, I'm just completely gone. Now we won't skip yet because I'm pretty sure this is going to be my fastest lap of the session, the next one. So I'll give you a little track guide. Get to the right of the track, hit the left, now push out back to the right. Just tap on the brakes, get that neutral steer, which I did pretty well. Don't use any unnecessary track here. Just kind of smooth your way through. Here is good, get that neutral steer again. Don't turn in as early as I did there, but I give myself that. That was a good lap. Did human DRS. Now I do have a question for you guys. There's a little backboard for your heads. Does that do anything when you do human DRS, or does it just hit the backboard and make you go the same speed? I've got I don't know, no idea. Again, this is another quicker lap. I cut myself off there, but here on this lap, using human DRS, you can see how I push my body to the right. See how my body's to the right, and I do it here again. That's to put more grip on the outside tyres to, get yourself a bit faster. Don't know if you guys want to, know that, but it does help. I promise you. Now I'm pretty sure this is the fastest lap of the session. Apart from if I clip here, which I don't. And it might have been quick. I think that was a 26.8. I'll double check the stats to make sure I know which one it is. As to be honest, for the rest of the session, I'm kind of just doing my best, getting angry with the car at sometimes. It didn't feel as bad as the results were. It was a sub 27, which is a good lap. I think I think that was where I saw 26. A good lap, like the average that you would see would be like a 27.2-ish, but not to brag, but if I'm in a good car, I normally get, or like a decent car, I get a 26.8 normally, and then we'll see. No, we won't see, but in a really good car, I've gotten a 25.8, so yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, rest of the session's pretty boring, as we just push the car to its limits. It feels like I'm doing a lot, but it isn't helping now. What I've been learning from reviewing this session, what's it called? This, this footage. I've learned that I'm turning in pretty early at that left hairpin. A bit too early, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, that did cut off because when my camera reaches 10 minutes, it creates a new clip. Missed out on about 10 seconds, unfortunately. But yeah, the rest of the session is pretty boring. There's a minute 23 seconds left of me commentary. I might just skip to the end to my reaction of the checkered flag. Okay, so we didn't skip to checkered flag, but I'm just showing that I was getting closer to the two people in front. They were fighting for most of the time, but when they weren't, I was, gaining time. I think I was about 5 tenths in front. I think they got a 27.2, I got a 26.8 or something like that. There's checkered flag. I think I instantly just press off on the camera. Okay, session review. I got a 26.8. Unfortunately, it read on the wrong account. Not bad of a time. This is my progression. I think lap 18 was my best lap with, like I said, 26.8. Not bad. It will show in a second. There we go. This is my progression. So the later it goes, I guess, the better. For the car, it's not bad. One of the marshals came up to me and said that it's about a second and a bit slower, so I would have been in the 25.8s if I had a good car. Overall, it was a decent session, good fun, not much traffic. On to the next. Luckily enough for me, a kind marshal gave me the best car there is, number 4. That was out on track before me. I'm very, very lucky to be able to drive this car. It is the fastest one, the best one. It's perfect. That's where I set my PB. Now I do have traffic. Tyres, a nice and warm thing that I've been out for 3 sessions. Fresh battery, fresh everything. But like I said, traffic. Now this is that slide is just gonna show what the whole thing is. Now I give the thing a bit of a pat because I instantly realise how fun it is. Bit of a tap there. Rough move down the inside. It's okay. I think I give this another warm up because I just like to weave around. It's pretty fun. Now that was decent. We may skip. No, never mind. We have traffic again. So here I realise that my helmet isn't buckled up at all. So I stop and I buckle it up and I get going. That was nice little thing for me to do. Make sure it's on properly. Shut the visor. This guy, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how that happened. Now we go around the tandem cart. This lady, might have heard her scream. She made me laugh the whole time. She did every single time I'd overtake her. She'd go, ah! But yeah, it's pretty funny. This guy, you could say that he was grinding my gears. Number 88. Now I get his little father-son duo in the tandem carts. But bro, do you not realise that this isn't a race? Like, I'm trying to overtake the slower cars. There I did. Was it a clean move? No. But did I just want to get past to set a good lap? Yes. We can see how much quicker this car is already. I mean, just like yeah, it's good. Then him DRS again. Get to the right, use my body on the right of the track. I'm doing great there. Don't use any unnecessary track. Exactly, that's my reaction. But luckily enough, she let me through. But then, yeah, justified crash out. And I think that was my best lap with that and a bit of a barrier touch. And I mean, I have to double check the stats, but that's pretty crazy. And I won't even have to skip any of the voice recordings because the whole thing is just yellow flags or goddamn traffic. So it makes it super entertaining. I like to, look at the times. We get going again, green. No, it's not as many yellow flags as you think it would be, considering it's a public track and especially indoors and electric. This is perfect so far. This kid, bro, I don't know. Yellow flags, and then went green instantly. Goddamn tandem cart, bro. Maybe that was my better lap. I actually have no idea. I'll have to work it out at the end. DRS again. Just doing everything. Now, that didn't go yellow. Unfortunately. No, fortunately. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, nothing special here, apart from just so much traffic. I feel like goddamn Robert Kubica. This is where I wait for the traffic. Was this smart? Maybe. Did it give me anything? No. Did it waste $39 of 10 minutes doing that? Yes. But you know what? It might have been worth it. Might have saved me a few tenths in the end of it. But if I had conditions like these, I'd cry. See, we're just getting good laps, and then the lady's taking a slow pace, and I always get it in the last couple corners. Yeah, if I had, maybe at the end of the day, maybe 3 o'clock, get a flag there, maybe 3 o'clock, with fresh tyres, nobody on the track, get past him luckily enough, nobody on the track, car number 4, I'm nice and awake, I'm light, all of this stuff, then I might crack into the 54s. I feel like it's possible. I just have the feeling, maybe early 55s, which I think I can do with time, but chances of that ever happening to me is very low. Now he sticks around there, gives me plenty of room, and locks himself or just over rotates. I'll let him through. I don't know. Why? Oh yeah, there is a car there, to be fair. No, I shouldn't have let him through, because he's gonna hold me up for another lap. Not this one, but in a couple, Now I do apologise if I'm a bit quiet at all in this video. I am currently filming this at 1:42 AM in the morning. Yeah, just a bit tired. Anyway, back to it. While waiting, I will give you a quick, uniform. So these gloves, $34 from Temu. They've got a good grip. They're good, but I am waiting for them to just, break open when I'm karting. And the camera you're seeing is the DJI Osmo to something. Let's have a look. What is it called? DJI Action, Osmo Action 2 or something like that. It's like a little square brick cube. Yeah, there we go. That made me mad. It's a square brick cube. That was a tough move, because if I didn't, I thought that would have hit the kid, and if I kept going, I would have hit the mum and the little child, which I don't recommend. But yeah, yeah, DJI Osmo Pocket 3 with a $4 Temu Jaw camera, whatever you want to call this. I have no idea. Now I might make a separate video on Instagram of what I wear or my karting outfit routine, whatever, I don't know. But here I'm absolutely crashing out. I'll turn up the volume so you can hear me crash out. I just need to, they just definitely did not see me, but just straight line speed with the weight, it's just pretty crazy. I go for a switchback, but that is so dumb. Never go for a switchback there, because one, people can do that. There's just no room to go too wide, and unless you get an absolute crazy exit, never go for a switchback, because there's just no room there. And it's a right hander and never get the inside. I think this might be the last lap. At this point I see myself, I don't know what that was, at this point I see myself in the 26.3s, and you know what's funny, because I used the wrong account, or they gave me the wrong Remy account, then it came up on the fastest times of the week. It was me from the week before, like a couple of days before this, and then it was Remy again in third place. So me in first and me in third, and the same with fastest times this month. Me in first and then Remy in third. So it's two me's, two Remy's. That was a completely bad move, Remy. Why would you go for that? And I pushed that guy in the wall, and I gave him the thumbs up because, yeah, didn't really want to get bashed. And I'm pretty sure that this well, this might give me a checkered flag. Here, we're getting towards the end, I think. They might just show it here, is my guess. There we go. Listen to the pressure. Check times. Didn't even. There we go. And here we go for session 2 review. 26.3, so much better, but obviously with traffic, yeah, pretty rough. But 26.3, it's good. Here I got lap 13 was my fastest with traffic. Of course, I have to mention that because I like to make excuses. And here you can say it's an up and down roller coaster. I mean, I don't know. It was hard, but it was good. It was good fun working through traffic, especially, you know, wider tandem carts. Frustrating, of course, but I mean, using cart number 4 was great. And yeah, thank you, Marshall, Josh. It was great overall. Yeah, good fun, and thank you guys for watching this video.